Hello and welcome to Nikolai's genetics lessons, and today's problem is what pattern of inheritance do the trait in the following pedigree follow? Is it X-linked recessive or dominant, autosomal recessive or autosomal dominant trait? Explain your reasoning by giving the genotypes of persons that support your assumptions. Could this pedigree correspond to more than one inheritance pattern? So how we are going to solve this problem? Just looking at this pedigree, we just need half a second to understand this is no X-linked dominant, no autosomal dominant genetic disorder, because dominant genetic disorders doesn't skip generations. And we see here that in generation 1, we have one affected female, then none affected in generation 2, and again this trait reappears in the third generation. So this is not autosomal dominant, no X-linked dominant genetic disorder. Now we have only two variants left, whether it is X-linked recessive or autosomal recessive. Let's assume that this is X-linked recessive genetic disorder. Then this female, in order to manifest this genetic disorder, have to have two defective X chromosomes. So her genotype have to be defective X chromosome. Then she would manifest this genetic disorder, and genotype of this male have to be normal X and normal Y chromosome. And this son would inherit Y chromosome from his father, that what specifies his maleness, and another chromosome have to be inherited, sex chromosome, which is X chromosome, have to be inherited from the mother side, but both these chromosomes are defective, so the son, who is going to be hemizygous, would have only one X chromosome. Even though this is recessive X-linked genetic disorder, would manifest this as dominant and would be affected with this genetic disorder. But we see that this male phenotypically normal. That means this is not X-linked recessive genetic disorder. We can cross this variant, and we left only with one possible explanation, that this is autosomal recessive genetic disorder. So genotype of this male is going to be capital A, and genotype of this female is going to be small a, and this male here have to be obligate heterozygous, so he would inherit recessive allele from his mother side and dominant allele from his father's side. So as you see, all the children of this couple are phenotypically normal, but they all, as you now understand, have to be obligate heterozygous, so have to be capital A, small a. All of them would be carriers. Now what we see that this couple has affected child and has unaffected. That means that this female also have to be heterozygous for this genetic disorder. If two parents are heterozygous, we expect that 1/4 of the progeny have to be homozygous recessive and have to manifest this genetic disorder. Take a look, capital A here, capital A small a here, capital A small a here, and small a here. 1/4 of the progeny we expect to be affected with this genetic disorder, and 3/4 would be phenotypically normal, though some of them are going to be carriers of this genetic disorder, and this is exactly what we see here. So could this pedigree correspond to more than one inheritance pattern? No. We have proved that it only can correspond to only one inheritance pattern, which is autosomal recessive. And this is all for today. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe for my new videos that I post almost every day, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.